Hello everyone, welcome to In the Box Seat. I'm once again joined by Paul Joyce and Ella Cohen.
Hello.
We're all fresh, back from Magic Millions 2.0.
Yes, we're back and getting ready for the next big meeting, actually. But what a night it was, team.
Absolutely. You know, having Magic Millions under the stars was, a once-in-a-lifetime thing, and it was amazing to see having everything here. Everyone was excited. Obviously, with everything that went on, we were just so excited to be here and be racing. So it was a magical night. I loved every minute of it. The violinist was out, the laser shows were out, and obviously some pretty incredible racing as well.
That was
great racing.
Yeah, the track was in mint order. They won from everywhere. Zarastro led all the way in the snippets. OLA was just off them in the Magic Millions. We'll touch upon that shortly. West of Africa come from
last.
Yeah,
dead last.
I think he come from Coolangatta to win. Basusto was off the speed in the 3-year-old race. It was it lived up to what the program looked like on paper when we previewed it. Strong races, big fields, good tempos. If you were good enough on Friday night, you had your chance.
Oh, absolutely. And the racing, the quality was there. As you said, the results were great. And I think it was almost a blessing. You don't want a meeting abandoned midway through, but that track couldn't have handled what we had on Friday night. And by Friday night, the track was pretty much perfect. So, I mean, as you said, the best horses won, best rides were awarded. And, we're going to get a lot of good form coming through that meeting. Hidden Wealth won the last. If he's not a Group 1 sprinter, I think I'll give up. I don't know if he'll win a Group 1, but he's at that level where I think they can start targeting those sort of races.
As we were saying on Thursday, that race changed when Find Your Own was scratched for Hidden Wealth, that he was just going to probably control the race from that point on. He was able to do so.
He was. Sofrato was unlucky, huge run, and he is, a Group 1 horse. So, there's some good quality coming out of the older horse races. And of course, we have the younger horses too.
And Tommy got the 2 on the night, so I'm sure you were very excited as well.
Yeah, the 2-year-old with OLA was a pleasant surprise. You don't get a lot of them, but everything just worked out perfectly for her.
Good point. Where did you sort of land on him in the race? Doing your form, did you think he was a genuine...
She's a filly. She's a filly. She probably... early days, yes, because she won the Wyong Magic Millions 2-year-old and she beat Memo, and Memo started favourite on the night. So you could draw a line through that form. The run since then, that run at Randwick where she drew wide, she had weight against the Colts, she ended up outside the lead and she knocked up. And in hindsight, it was the run she had to have. Right? It was a brilliant training performance by Björn to give her that run. And so from after that, it was all about the barrier. And once she got that soft run, she really exploded off the back of her. Genuine tempo, but it wasn't frantic. And she just pinched a winning break. And she was really strong through the line as well. So she will probably sort of be aimed towards a golden slipper if she can get in. The prize money rules and all that sort of stuff come into play. But otherwise, I'm sure Björn will have some options for her in the autumn.
So what is it, a month till the prize money hits the bank account?
Well, with me...
Just in time for your holiday?
With me, it takes a bit longer than that. Tommy always says I'm the last one to get into the decision. But, there'll be something coming back in. And Hidden Wealth was a good one for him as well. So to get 2 winners on the night was a big night out.
I'd have to look at the record books, but I think it's the first Millions winner to carry the club's colours. Of course, Björn Baker was stuck. Watched the race in a cab. I think he had 3 or 4 hour delay in Sydney because of the wild weather down there. He landed and he was in a cab on the way up here when the race was run. So, it just I guess it summed up what the Millions was and how everything that's unfolded, that the winner carries club's colours because the winning trainer is stuck from flight delays. But it was, again, an unforgettable night. Turnover was good and roughly about 12,000 through the gate, over 12,000 through the gate here.
It was a big crowd. I came late. I came from the sunny coast to watch Arts Object. I made it by about 2 minutes and it was packed, like just getting through the mounting yard, and it was a good atmosphere and then stuck around until Bohemian Lads race, and
I think
that was good fun too.
That's one thing with night racing. There is a buzz around. The atmosphere is great, and now coming into Friday night this Friday, it's the atmosphere is still there, and we can't wait for it.
We move on to this newly created meeting, Australia Day long weekend, with the running of the TAB Goldmarket. It's a race rich in tradition here at the Gold Coast Turf Club, and we're pleased that we've found a good slot for it now after a few years of it sort of being in limbo. It's back and will feature on this program going forward. It would have probably slightly worked in better with the snippets 2 weeks earlier, but with the program changes, it's a shorter turnaround from the snippets, but it's still created a very good field for this time of year. And the Lord Mayor's Vase, a new race. It was the old Gold Coast Cup. It's now over a new distance as well, created the
Gold Coast
2050.
Mares Vase, should we say? The Gold Coast Mares Vase. Tom Kate, we're naming a race.
That's about the 18th time you've chipped me about that.
It is, because we're naming a race in his honour, so we're very excited to be adding that one.
Yep.
Obviously, was the Gold Coast Cup, so it's not a new race, but it is being rebranded this year, and we're looking forward to racing it in his honour.
And my mail is potentially this meeting's got some bigger things happening come 2026, I think it is.
So you'll have
next
to watch
year.
this
Is that
space.
next year, 2026?
Yes, it is.
We don't know what day of the week it is.
It's more than likely will have an international flavour to it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm throwing out there. So
stay tuned.
yes,
Stay tuned.
You've got 12 months to wait.
But the night will be no different to the night meetings we've had recently. We're going to be putting on lots for the show as well. So the laser show will be back. The electric violinist will also be performing some of your Aussie favourites for the Australia Day long weekend.
Barnsley's back.
Barnsley's back. So no, she'll be doing. So you'll have to listen out for her because she'll be throwing in some Aussie classics in there for the performances. So we're very excited for that. And obviously GG's, there'll be entertainment after the last as well. So it'll be another great night to get along to.
Metropolitan card of racing, so all the good riders are here.
Yes.
How did you see the meeting?
Great meeting for a Friday night. Obviously, you said the Gold Coast Mares Vase and the Tab Goldmarket, the two features, $125,000, $160,000 prize money races. So they've got the quality there. You've got big fields right through the night. There's over 130 acceptances, I think, at first glance. So we've got a lot of form to do over the next sort of 36 hours, Mitch. But a couple of early ones. I thought Queen Air really stood out in the Gold Coast Mares Vase. Since she's joined Tony Gollan's stable, she's done everything right. Over the shorter trips, she's excelled when she's got out to longer trips. Interesting starting point in the 2050, a very short run into that first turn, so you want a soft gate. She's come up with barrier 2, and from that barrier, last start she drew the outside. She had to go all the way back to last. I think Ange can lob her midfield with cover, and she's a horse that can get on the chewy, so a soft gate just makes things so much easier for those sort of horses.
Yep.
She's got 52 kilos, and, you know, you sort of head up in the weights. I think a horse like Brookhaven's probably the other one you could sort of be drawn towards, but barrier 12 off that start, you know, betting early, I'd be going Queen Air. In fact, I've already had something on her, and the punters have stepped in pretty quickly with her.
Yeah, I was leaning towards Brookhaven, but the barrier is the trick play there.
Yeah, it is. And
what
I mean,
they do.
You know, you got June 45, you got Diablo Bold in great form, but drawn 13. So for me, it's a really good betting race. Actually, I think Queen Air at current odds with Tab around that 260 mark. He's going to be luxurious come race time.
The other feature, the Tab Goldmarket, looks a real speedy race over the 1100. Horse like Golden Boom are drawn poorly. Derry Grove was excellent in the syndicate,
drawn out as
where
well.
how things panned out for him, but he's drawn poorly as well. Appen Girl was luckless in that nudgy stake. So too were 16 others, I think, in the race. There was a number of them went to the line hard held. But she just looks like she might get the right run off the speed, off a hot tempo and flash late.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the way I'm going. And punters again stepped in early with her. Tab sort of, as soon as the marks went up, they came for her. And you're right, she's got the lightweight, she's got the perfect draw. You're guaranteed a fast tempo. I mean, Tony Gollan does have numbers there, and a lot of his gallopers will be going forward. So, you know.
Now, you might have to fact check me on this one, but I'm pretty sure Gollan has actually won the last 3 gold markets here at the Gold Coast Turf Club. I don't think that was intentional, but we were looking earlier today, and he has won the last 3.
It doesn't surprise me.
Might be another Gollan horse there.
Well, I think if Golden Boom had drawn anywhere but where he's drawn, you would have been the natural top pick. But from that gate with a lot of speed underneath, 59, at the weights, a lot of these other horses that have been racing against him get a huge swing in their favour. So I've gone from thinking I'd just tip him sort of as a default to now sort of thinking, you know what, I think Appen Girl, Tiger Shark, they're definitely live chances down in the weights at better odds.
I almost have to stop the recording. Ella Cohen's come up with a history book of the Goldmarket.
Oh, I'd love to take credit,
I'm
but our
literally blown away.
Our producer Adam has actually
you don't need to say anymore.
Tell me that one off air, but I will happily take the credit for saying it on air.
Take it as your own, because the racing knowledge is building week after week.
Absolutely, it is.
So looking forward to those races on Friday night, in particular the 2 features. Have you found anything else early?
Not yet. We've got another 100 and odd horses to work through in those maidens and benchmark races, but
probably
look, I think
300 dual acceptors over the weekend. They love it up here, don't they?
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that. But I think good thing doing the form for this Friday night is we're assuming we've got a good track, right? I mean, it's 38 degrees out there at the moment, and they're not forecasting any serious rain, so good 4 track would be outstanding, and the form will be done. And I'll be covering the races for Sky on Friday night, so all the latest tips, just tune in.
Your last weekend before you leave, 38-degree heat for minus 38 in
America.
the US.
Yeah.
Snowing over there.
Yeah, a bit of a Super Bowl trip coming up, my first and probably only Super Bowl, so I'm going to make the most of that.
Great segue, actually, Joycey, because we've got a Super Bowl party coming up here at the Gold Coast Turf Club.
We do. Just announced we'll be holding our second annual Super Bowl watch party here in the TAB Betting Auditorium. So exactly where we're sitting here. All the TVs will be on. We'll have game day giveaways thanks to TAB. We'll have American food on offer. The bar will be open. So from kickoff is 9:30 a.m. Queensland time. So grab your tickets. GCTC members are allowed free entry, so just go and register online and come along. It's a great Monday morning.
It was good. It was good fun last year. There's
Yes.
nothing better than a beer at 9 a.m. So I'm told. The barrier trials thankfully have been moved from the Monday to the Thursday of Bay Desert. So pretty
Monday,
good program
10th
in
of
that.
February, if I didn't get that date in there. Monday, 10th of February here
And
at the
Super
Gold Coast
Bowl
Turf Club.
Kansas City will no doubt be hard to beat because they've got the refs on side.
The Bills are a chance, aren't they?
Yes,
That's
they
gotta
are.
be
The Bills are a
fairy
chance.
tale stories.
Yes.
I think so. Kansas and Bills.
Yeah, I'm hoping for the Bills. That's my pick.
But yeah. Oh, also, too, quick shout out to Tony and Maddie Sears. The Gambling Greek one on Saturday at Eagle Farm, and it's had the whole preparation here from the new base of Train Tech. So Maddie was pretty emotional about the win, so good to see that complex doing good. We had Spicy Martini represent the club coming out of that base in the sunlight and ran a credible 6th placing. So good things are happening out of the complex, which is what it was designed to do, train winners. So.
That's it.
Anything else to report before you go?
No, that's it. I'm nearly ready to sign off.
With excitement, I'm sure.
Anything else?
Nothing from me. I'll be
Any
here.
previous winners of the Gold Coast Cup that you want to mention?
Oh, just you wait. Next week I'll be back with more facts.
That's it from us at In the Box Seats. Hope you enjoy the show and enjoy the racing here this Friday night.